Hello, this is Hitmanimation, and today I'm talking to ngstalagmite. You may know ngstalagmite for his Ginger Kid creation and other artwork. What's your next project then, Mr. NG?
It is a project using both my persona and my best friend's persona. It involves a blue stoner dog and is a beagle, and my character a drunken duck. And it's going to be pretty awesome.
Cool. I saw some of your work on DeviantArt, Dylan Duck, a bar scene. I take it this will be turned to an animation then, yeah?
Kind of, yes. I mean, the bar scene is not really relevant to the cartoon. It's obviously part of his personality, but it's not actually going to be involved in the cartoon. What's going to be in the cartoon is they're going to be kind of laying on a beach and just, I don't know, divulging weird ideas to each other, because one of them's a stoner and the other one's completely drunk. So,
cool.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's just kind of like the drunken, stony ramblings of two animals.
Where do you get your ideas and influences from?
Some of them from J.P. Moraine, who's a very good artist. Some of them I get from people like Cartoon Zach, or who else? I think art-wise, my dad was probably a big influence on me, because he could draw really well as well. He can draw really well, but he doesn't draw anymore, which is a shame, because he's good at it. But yeah, so it's like my dad, art-wise, and also Seth MacFarlane's one of my
family. And that as well, yeah, American Dad.
Yeah.
When you were younger, obviously you drew characters. What were your characters' names?
I drew some characters. I actually created an entire world of these characters called floats, which are like little purple people. But they kind of look like avatars actually, but they're purple. Okay. And I mean, this is way before Avatar was even thought about being made, you know. And yeah, I just created a whole world, and you know, it's typical kind of cheesy kid stuff. You know, everyone could like fart bubble gums and rainbows, and it was all yay, you know. But yeah, some of them had stupid names like Sir Flexan Meek, which I have no idea why I called that character that name.
I used to make characters as well. I used to have Neil the Ninja, based on my family friend, which is Neil Vickery. I used to make Neil the Ninja. When I was about 8 or 9, we used to be Neil the Ninja. I've done things like dolls full of dope and things like this. You know, it's really funny looking back, and that was my inspiration for the Ninja cartoon. You know, obviously I was learning still Anim Studio, but obviously you're a big Anim Studio user, but that's not where your heart is. You're obviously a musician as well. You've got many talents.
Yeah, but I don't really exercise any of my abilities all that often. I only do it if I'm like really bored, really. I sometimes write as well. I'm a creative writer, I think, but I'm not very good at writing because I'm not very good at spelling and such.
What other software do you use?
I use mainly Anime Studio. Sometimes, and I mean very occasionally, I use GIMP, which is obviously that photo manipulation and kind of picture editing software. But it's because it's compatible with Anime Studio.
Oh, cool.
And I created a couple of different characters, like Michael Bay. I just kind of photo manipulated his head and kind of attached it to a South Park style body. This is all for the Dora Explorer animation that I'm hopefully going to be progressing with at some point.
Dora the Drug Dealer.
Oh yes. I mean that's
Dora the Drug Dealer. Yeah, I've seen the clip and it's very, very good. Viewers, very, very good as ever. High expectations on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the best written things that I've ever done. I mean, I did it with a good friend of mine called Aaron, and he's an incredible writer as well. So, I mean, it's hopefully going to be really good once it's up and running. I mean, I've designed most of the sets and everything. It's just a case of coming to terms with it and kind of getting it done, which is always the hardest part.
Who are your big influences on YouTube?
On YouTube, I think one of the first people that I ever kind of came into contact with, Anime Studio-wise, was Joe Toon Kid. And he was awesome. He was really helpful and really, really kind to me, and is basically a hero of Anime Studio. But I also looked up to someone else called Oh, god damn, I can't remember his name now. Okay, well, I'll have to miss him out then. Sorry, whoever you are.
MMFL Productions?
No, because I kind of came into contact with him a long while after.
I must say, I did enjoy the Homer Simpson and Cross with Family Guy. That was very funny. I thought the fight scene was really funny, and it was very well done as well.
It is. It's incredibly well done. I mean, there's lots and lots of. There's very small errors here and there. I mean, it's as a whole, it's a brilliant idea. But there are obviously faults with it, and he won't deny this either. But nothing's perfect, and considering it's Anime Studio, it's kind of pushed Anime Studio to its limits, which is all you can do, really, isn't it? You can't get any better than you can get. He's limited with Anime Studio. You should start learning something more capable.
Well,
like Flash.
Sorry. There's other friends of mine that are animators as well. You got Bowl and Ball Out. He animates in Toon Boom.
Mm-hmm.
You got Crappy Cartoons. He's pretty good as well. Have you ever heard of Bad Toons?
Yeah, I think I've heard of them.
Yeah, Ryan Taylor. He's very good as well. You got Walter Petretto. UAlter81. Another good friend of mine. He's very good. There's just so many users on YouTube. It's ridiculous. All the talent that's out there, you know.
Yeah,
no one gets mentioned. So I just thought I'd do this podcast to mention other people that use Anime Studio and actually do animation.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I feel like I don't know, perhaps with when I'm in podcasts with Zach, just because people are not as capable as the good people in Anime Studio, they are either just not mentioned, or sometimes they're belittled, which isn't really, it's not very boosting confidence-wise.
That's right. People that are basically learning and putting their stuff on YouTube, and people commenting horrible things to them when they don't deserve it. They're actually trying to show what they do. This is not playing like an Xbox or anything else. They're doing something in their life. It's like other animators that I know. I don't really go on. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I've got a lot of friends on YouTube. I've got Patrick Jenkins, Cartoon King. He uses Flash. Then you've got Spidermation. He's very good. Have you heard of Spidermation?
No.
No, he's an Anime Studio user. Then you obviously got Dal Hemingway, which is obviously, in my eyes, one of the best animators on Anime Studio.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously not yourself as well. Then you got The Middle Distance, which is Frankenstein. That's created by John Cantham. You got that, John and James.
Mm-hmm.
You got Happy Go Lucky Cartoons, which is AMS. You seen that one with the sheep?
I really don't think I've heard of hardly any of these people, but then I don't scan the internet.
I'm not scanning. The thing is, I like to look out for new talent and nurture it, as it were, and help them.
Oh, good. No, I understand that.
Because they don't get no shout-outs or nothing, and they're like, YouTube is a vast place with undiscovered talent.
Oh, absolutely.
There's so many people with talent, musicians out there. It's unbelievable. The amount of voiceovers, everything is very good. And you can ask me some questions if you want to, NG. Anytime you want about my hit animation, no problem.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I mean, do you see yourself as an animator in like 10 years' time?
No, I see myself decrepit in the animated old house school. Just breaking a few pencils and saying, God dang it, I should be an animator! Yeah. That's
so
about
do
it,
you
really.
have regrets that you aren't an animator right now, or what?
Well, believe it or not, it was my dream job when I left school. I wanted to be an animator. That's what I wanted to be. But when I left school, there was no opportunities to be an animator. And now, today, is a wealth of expansion of what you can do now with the internet and everything else. It's ridiculous. It's amazing as well, technology. But in my day, I couldn't do it.
Do you have any, I don't know if muse is the right word, or something to that effect, like anything that would you have that you clutch or that you think about that inspires you or keeps you motivated all the time? Is there something you're always chasing, or a dream, or what kind of motivates you with to keep you going?
Sorry, I chase with dreams all the time. A big influence with me was Oz, the cartoonist from The Echo. He said, my son's in the drawing, would you like to come round and see you? It'd be an honour. And he goes, yeah, bring him round. Do you know Oz, the cartoonist from The Echo? But yeah. From Southampton Evening Echo, basically. He was a cartoonist. That wraps up this interview, and thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.